What's going on, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of the Liverpool series here on the Football Manager 2019 beta. Things have continued in the vein that they did on the last episode, and I've got something a little bit different for you. I'm going to show you the goals, a little highlights package from the previous few games between now and then. So the first game was the Merseyside derby and it ended 1-0. Gini Wijnaldum grabbing the goal in the 94th minute, as you can see there. Pretty lucky rebound, but that wrapped up the points. The next game was in the Carabao Cup away at Bournemouth. 2-0 the score. Lovren latching in from a corner from the quite close in. And then, as we can see, James Milner with an absolute rocket into the top corner seal the victory. The next game, 1-0 victory against Wolves. Naby Keita grabbing the only goal of the game. A lovely, well-placed shot. Patricio getting a hand on it, but not quite enough. Then we move on to the Champions League game against Juve. As we can see, Mandzukic grabs the first goal, but Emre Can got sent off, and that was the catalyst. As we complete a comeback in 3 minutes, Fabinho knocks down the cross for Milner to put in. And lastly, a corner. Solanke flicks on. Gomez is there on the line to wrap it up. And the last game was a 3-1 win against Palace. They did take the lead. Jordan Ayew grabbing the first goal, a bit lucky. But then the comeback in 20 minutes of game time, the first from young Liam Miller, 5 minutes after half time. The ball bobbles around the area and he smashes home. 10 minutes later, on the hour mark, Bobby Firmino grabs a very important goal. Klein attacking down the right, centres, and Firmino's attacking the near post. And to wrap it up 10 minutes after that, Liam Miller grabs his second goal of the game. Again across from Klein, Miller waits for the man to commit, waits for the ball to float over his head. So as you can see then, a run of 5 consecutive victories in all competitions stand us in good stead if we just have a look at how we're doing in the competitions. Top of the league, still haven't lost a game. 3 points clear of Man City after 12 games, 11 wins and 1 draw. Top of the Champions League group after 4 games. Obviously that win from Juventus sealed our qualification into the next round. We stand on 10 points. Juve and Dortmund both on 6 and Bruges on 1. We are into the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup and we have got Man United. A trip to Old Trafford awaits us in the quarter-final. Again, this competition not important, but still would be nice to go far into it, and it's going to be a certain test to get past, that is for sure. And then, of course, the FA Cup doesn't come around until January for Premier League teams. If we just have a look at the squad, it's been a pretty hard time recently. A lot of injuries, but we're getting close to full fitness again now. If we just have a look at the best performers over the last few games, Klein has come in for Trent, who's been out, and he's done really well. Lovren, again, 7.33, but he's only played in the Carabao Cup. Obviously, he scored in that game. Robertson's been doing really well. He's been rotating a little bit with Moreno. Moreno hasn't done too badly when he's come in, but Robertson is always my first choice. Wijnaldum, as we see, he scored in the Merseyside derby and he's had a good impact on a few games. Joe Gomez as well was instrumental, I think, in that game against Juve, certainly the home leg. I hope you enjoyed that highlights package, something a little bit different as I said, but today we have a big game. We have got Arsenal at home in the league, and this is the team we're going to go with. Now, again, injuries I said have played a big part. We're still not completely rid of them, but certainly a lot stronger than we have been previously. So this is the team that we're going to go with in this massive game. Alisson retains his place in goal as always, and a bit of a second string back four, it has to be said. Robertson, obviously the first choice left back, he keeps his place. Klein's going to come in at right back along with Matip and Lovren at centre half. Haven't got either of my first choice centre back pairings today, which is going to be, hopefully it won't be a massive thing, but obviously would prefer to have Van Dijk and Gomez. Coyle is going to play in that half-back role. He played well in the big games against Juve, and he's certainly, when he's been called upon, he's certainly risen to the test. So I'm going to keep faith to him. Another big game for him. Fabinho and Keita, that central midfield partnership, back together again for the first time in what feels a long, long time. Both back fully fit finally, and looking forward to seeing what they can bring to the team. And then Salah on the right hand side, El Shaarawy back in the side on the left hand side, and Bobby Firmino up top. Firmino got his first goal in absolutely ages against Palace, and hopefully that confidence will give him a bit of a boost because he's only scored 4 goals so far this season. I was expecting a bit more from him. But yeah, as we can see, 2 goals in the Champions League, 2 goals in the Premier League. In 11 games, I've been wanting a bit more. His average rating in the Premier League is only 6.5. A complete forward, he's not, it's not completely unfamiliar to him. So hopefully, maybe it's just our style of play doesn't suit him. I'm not too sure. But nevertheless, hopefully he can offer a bit more now. But yeah, we're going to get into this Arsenal game. Here we go then. The game is underway. Us kicking from left to right, of course, the game at Anfield, and already 2 minutes in, Henrik Mkhitaryan's gone off injured, which is always helpful. This Arsenal side not as strong as perhaps it could be, but the first highlight looks like it's falling to them. Ramsey on the right hand side now gets a good ball into Lichtsteiner, who cuts it back, and it looked like Coyle there. I couldn't see who got the shot away, but it's straight at Alisson nonetheless, and he distributes out to Lovren. Now we work the ball up to El Shaarawy. Cuts inside, finds a good ball up to Firmino. Holds the ball up well, finds Salah who cuts inside. Salah goes past the couple, but unfortunately his shot just goes wide. And even start, you'd have to say, in this game, there's another highlight. El Shaarawy who knocks ball in and Elney heads away. Torreira, that's a terrible pass back, and Firmino latches onto it, but he hits the post. He's got to be doing better there, really. A terrible pass back, and it almost cost them dearly. A highlight then, and a throw in deep in our half. Fabinho manages to hold it well and plays a ball up to Keita. We work it backwards now, good patient play. Lovren with the ball out to Robertson and inside to Keita, up to El Shaarawy. Ball up again to Firmino, holds it well, finds Fabinho. That is a poor ball straight to Monreal, and now Arsenal could come away with it. We pressure them well though and force him into mistakes. Salah robs the ball, he goes past his man, he tries to get a ball in but it's blocked. Now Arsenal try the counter. Lacazette gets past Matip, plays a good ball out to Iwobi, he's got the space, crosses the ball in, Ramsey at the back stick, and it is 1-0 to Arsenal. A classic Arsenal break, maybe not classic, but definitely an incisive Arsenal counter, and they punish us really. Matip probably shouldn't have dived in like he did, but nevertheless it is 1-0 to the visitors, and now Salah gets the ball, he cuts inside back to Keita. El Shaarawy, a couple of deflections, and Cech has to put it behind. Looked like his shot was going well wide, but Cech forced into the save. Now Salah with the corner whips in, but Socrates can head away. Back out to Salah, got room now, but his ball to Coyle is poor, and Arsenal could maybe come away again. Iwobi now down that left hand side is enjoying a lot of space in this first half. But the highlight comes to nothing, and now it's Arsenal coming forward. 10 minutes to go to half time. Lichtsteiner inside to El Nene, back up to Lichtsteiner, lots of space, back stick to Iwobi, but we get it away, and now Salah, can we counter? Comes inside, Fabinho manages to pick it up, and he can run now into space. Fabinho, but he's tracked well by Monreal, and he gets the ball, and Socrates clears away. Matip, up to Fabinho, back to Klein, now he gets it back from Klein. Inside to Keita, what can Keita do? Goes on a run, Keita gets past one man, could have maybe gone down. El Shaarawy, well, that was definitely fortunate. Again, the first shot was poor, but luckily it rebounded straight to him. Check out of position, and he can tap it into a half-empty goal. And now Arsenal come forward. It's been a great first half here so far, but Klein picks up the loose ball. Now Salah can run with it, and we know how dangerous he can be. Back to Keita. El Shaarawy is free on the left. Back to Bobby Firmino in the middle, and we said that goal he scored against Palace would be vital for his confidence, and it looks as though it's done just that. A really well worked goal, patient play, picking our passes, and that is not what we want. Fabinho coming off injured. Well, we can send Lallana on into the middle just before half time. That's never good. I was looking forward to having those two back together, but it looks like that's not to be. Fabinho, hopefully it's not a too serious injury. But half time it is, 2-1. And I'm going to say I know they're capable of better, because Arsenal have been a really good threat to us so far in this game. So we need to ensure that we don't get caught out on any more counters, and we can put this game to bed. First highlight of the second half comes on the hour, and Keita has the ball, drives at the defence, but Ramsey tackles, and now Arsenal play the ball about at the back. Socrates with a pretty hopeless ball up, but Matip's clearances are much better, and now Arsenal could come away. Maitland-Niles ball forward though is cleared by Robertson, and now we find Keita driving at the Arsenal defence again. He's gone a long way. Keita, oh my word, he's absolutely rifled that, and it is cannon back off the bar. Just less than 10 minutes to go now. Coyle gets better of his man El Shaarawy. Looked like it clipped the bar as it went over. Arsenal start from the goal kick, but the goal kick is poor. Firmino. Oh, that's a good recovering tackle by Holding, and Czech gets it away to Welbeck. Almost the architects of their own downfall there, Arsenal. And they've given it away again. El Shaarawy cuts inside. It goes for placement, but it's easy for Czech to gather. A couple of defensive mistakes are costing Arsenal, putting themselves under pressure, but they come away. Aubameyang, he's got Iwobi, he's through. Oh, he goes for the cheeky lob, and it's just over the bar. One more chance perhaps. El Shaarawy with a free kick, lovely curved free kick, but not quite enough to trouble Czech. And now Salah does well to rob Monreal, cuts inside. Salah, again the shot is poor. His finishing hasn't been that great this season. He's not scored as many goals as I perhaps would have liked him to. El Shaarawy with one last free kick goes straight down the throat of Czech, and I think that is going to be all she wrote. Another comeback victory in this season has become quite the theme recently. A comeback victory against Palace, comeback victory against Juventus, and we've done it again today at the expense of Arsenal. Well, I'm not going to complain too much. Obviously, I don't like going behind, but yeah, we've got the fight in us to come back and win these games, which is important. Again, dominating the stats. How long is Fabinho out for? 3 weeks. Not great, but then it's not the end of the world. So if we have a quick look at the league table, then looks like we played the early game of the weekend. So as you can see, we're now 6 points ahead of Man City, and we played the lunchtime kickoff. Man City travel to Watford, who are struggling, so you'd think that would be a win for them. But that is going to bring us to the end, guys. I hope you did enjoy that highlights package. Let me know in the comments or on Twitter or whatever. Let me know if that's the kind of thing that you enjoyed and you want to see a bit more of, or just trying out something new. So yeah, let's give me some feedback. If you have enjoyed the episode today, drop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.